Actor and comedian Robin Williams once said, "No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas matter." But as Claude Fisher stated, an idea, even one that incorrectly describes the world, can become a true description because people just take it to be so and act accordingly. In the 1900s, many people thought that their children could survive meningitis without antibiotics, but they were wrong. Some children died unnecessarily. You see, ideas do matter. It matters if the world is round or flat. It matters that bacterial infections require antibiotics. And it matters that SAT scores aren't a good predictor of college success, thank God. And it matters that hair gel is real, or Justin Bieber wouldn't even have a career. But seriously, one of the most controversial or competing ideas that we're facing today is between naturalism and deism. It's naturalism that blind material forces are sufficient to explain all design and order and complexity in the world. Rather, deism, on the other hand, suggests a purposeful and intelligent design to account for them. See, according to naturalism, everything in the world happens randomly by chance. All nature operates without any reference to God and shows no signs of his presence. But is naturalism true? Or is naturalism, like Claude Fisher stated, an idea which incorrectly describes the world, but people have just taken it to be so, assumed to be true, but lacks sufficient evidence? So the question is, are there any signs of divine intelligence acting in our world today? Is there any evidence to suggest that something beyond chance can explain the complexity in the universe? And the answer to that question for many scientists is an overwhelming and astounding yes. Recent discoveries in astronomy and biology and physics have all revealing truths about the natural world and are making a very strong case for intelligent design. See, scientists know that since the creation of time, all the matter in the universe is governed by numerous laws and constants. And scientific theories, or the mathematical expressions of those laws, require that the values of the constants be very, very precise, such that any deviation in their actual values results in a universe that's completely incapable of hosting life. There are over 30 parameters or universal constants in physics that have to be extremely fine-tuned: the gravitational interaction, the electromagnetic force, the strong force, the weak force, the velocity of light, the expansion rate of the universe. And what scientists are discovering now is that the range of life-permissive values for those constants of these forces have to be infinitesimally minute. What do I mean by minute or fine-tuned? According to physicist P.C. Davis, for example, changes to the gravitational constant of only 10 in negative 100 would prevent a life-sustaining universe. This would, if you can just consider the interaction between the moon and the Earth's gravitational pull, this would affect climatic changes, it would cause flooding, or fires. Tidal changes would cause flooding. Atmospheric changes would cause people inability to breathe. It would make life on Earth inhabitable. Another physicist, Stephen Hawking, in looking at the initial conditions of the Big Bang, recognized that at the time of the Big Bang, the universe was expanding outward at a fantastical rate of speed. What he noticed is that the rate of the expansion had to be fine-tuned to 10 to the negative 120, or the universe would have recollapsed on itself a long time ago. Any slower expansion, it would preclude galaxies and planets to form out of the expanding matter. This has led Robert Jastrow, who's a former head of NASA's Space Institute, said, "This is the most powerful evidence for God ever to come out of science." And Nobel Peace Prize winner Arne Oppenheimer put it this way. He said, "It strongly leads us to a unique event, a universe which was created out of nothing and delicately balanced to support life. In the absence of an absurdly improbable accident, the observations of modern science seem to suggest an underlying, one might say, supernatural plan." You see, design implies a designer. Watches require watchmakers. And what scientists have come to conclude is that this delicate balance or fine-tuning of the universe cannot be dismissed by mere coincidence. It requires an explanation. If the universe is so finely tuned, the implication then it must have a fine-tuner. It must have an intelligent mind that purposely and intentionally designed it that way to support life. Thank you.